Hey, this is Coach Miller here with BTB Lax. I'm in the studio, and I want to talk about the best game that just happened in Division I lacrosse this past Sunday between Cornell and Princeton. It was a game of runs. It started off kind of neck and neck at 2-2, and then Cornell went on a 7-game run. Then Princeton followed that by a 10-goal run. And then in the second half, Cornell added another 4-goal run, and that's just the start of it. So, give you a little taste, you're going to see these goals in this video. We're going to see how Matt Dooley finished the game with a long pole goal with 1 second to go to give Cornell the win. We're going to see the first goal of the game with an around-the-world goal in the net. We're going to see athletic goals all over the place with guys staying out of the crease and converting without getting in the crease. Case in point, here's Nate Cabreri doing the exact same thing at the end of the first half. And we're going to see goals from all angles. Just look at this bad boy. Boom, no angle. Low to high, goal. So let's dive into the runs right now. All right, I showed you briefly before, but let's take a look at Princeton's first goal. This is John Dunphy with a around-the-world goal. So we'll see a little two-man game behind. You see two-man game all the time I talk about with a pick there. It causes a brief confusion of just two Cornell guys retreating to him. And then this causes this Cornell defender to come down, crash down, leaves it open. And the help defense is close. I mean, that guy's like almost right there, right on his stick, but he catches it, just goes around the world. So next up, we have Hugh Kelleher. He had a big game. Big-time shooter, big guy, 6'3", 220 pounds, just getting his body into the shot, tying it up 1-1. I was listening to the Inside Lacrosse Tailgate podcast on Monday, and they were talking about Tucker Wade. So let's look at his first goal. So this is Tucker Wade right here. He played his high school lacrosse at Bullis, but he was hurt his senior year, so he's out. We play them every year at Gonzaga. He's just going against a shorty. He's playing midfield and attacking for his first goal of the game. Take another look at it here. You'll see change of directions all day in this game. All right, next up we have AJ Nikolic for Cornell, tying the game up at 2-2. All right, so here we go. We got a little two-man game getting set up behind the cage, which we'll see all the time. These two Cornell guys working together. Little bit of confusion there. Allows for this slip by AJ. You'll see him pop up. And then just a quick feed. Boom. Turns the corner. Goal. Here's a good angle for it right here. So that little slip for the feed and pass. And that right there was the first of 7 of a run that Cornell goes on. So here we got the big guy again, Kelleher. Just getting a feed, catching, finish, getting that big body into it and taking the hit afterwards. He's just getting his full body into that, taking the hit. Goal. Getting right up. 3-2. Hey, quick interruption. If you want a free 3-part training series on all the mechanics of shooting, simply click the link right below in the description of this video. I got my good friend Scott Urich to walk you through his shooting system. Scott was an All-American at Georgetown University. He played on Team USA. He is currently the head coach at Georgetown Prep in Bethesda, Maryland. Prep is always a top high school team in the country, and they have a ton of current alumni playing college lacrosse. Scott really knows the art of shooting, so go ahead and check it out. All right, let's get back to it. So Cornell gets the ball back here after the Hugh goal. And a little bit of confusion here with the Princeton D. Here's a better angle of it here, kind of just a little stutter step. He sees that seam, goes, goal. AJ again. So next up, to start the second quarter, we can see that Cornell's getting a little bit of invert here. Bringing the short stick defender behind. We're going to see some good offense with a pass. We like to call this the hockey assist. So we have a pass up top, and then as soon as he catches it, he's going to fire it over to the other side of the field for a goal by William Firth. And soon thereafter, we're going to see an assist by Ryan Goldstein, who's a freshman, and he had a big day. He was hurt up until this point, so this is his first collegiate debut. He had 3 goals and 2 assists, and we'll see his first assist right here. So we have Cornell on some settle offense here. So the ball gets down to Goldstein, number 30 at X right here, and you can just look at his feet and how quick he is. The change of direction with his head up, and here we go. Catching the ball, staying out of the crease. They reviewed this, but they kept it. So we'll take a look at Kelleher here. He gets a hat trick early in the second quarter. Cornell's playing offense again. And then Kelleher's just wide open. So we're reminded here to see some ball movement. You can see The Princeton all reacting to these guys behind the cage, leaving Kelleher open for up top. He just catches and shoot with that quick release. Here's a good angle at it too. Catch, shoot, fire. Getting his whole body into it. 3 minutes later in the second quarter, we got about 10 minutes left. This is going to be the final goal of that 7-goal run that Cornell went on. And then Princeton's going to respond, which is pretty amazing because you think they would be a little down and out. They're down by 5 at this point, but they go on a run. And let's look at the first goal here. All right, there's a flag down situation here with about 5 minutes and 53 seconds left, so that gives Princeton a free play. We saw a similar scenario with Cornell earlier in the game, and this is going to start a 6-goal run for Princeton in the final 6 minutes of the first half. So here we go. Sean Cameron's going to get the ball, get a little dodge, gets to the middle of the field, which they talk about all the time with Princeton's offense, 8-3. All right, so I just talked about how Princeton scored 6 goals in 6 minutes, but it's even better because they actually end up scoring 5 goals with 3.5 minutes because it took them 2 minutes to score the next goal after the one we just saw. So we're going to see a little 2-man action here. Not even much happens, but they both go down, crashing the ball side guy, leaving Chad open for a catch and shoot. So here we go. Princeton's got the ball back. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. They're just playing offense, and they get one there. So this is Coulter McKeezy. He's a squash player in high school, and the announcers are talking about how much wrist action he has on his shots because of that, which allows like the ball to have a certain kind of spin, and consequently makes it very difficult for the goalie to save. We'll see another goal later on where he has an awesome wrist action with his shot as well. So next up we have Tucker Wade for another unassisted goal, getting in the middle of the field for a shot. Finish. Boom. 8-6. Cornell with 1:53 left to play in the first half. So we're going to see Tucker Wade score yet again about 30 seconds later on an awesome move going to his offhand. So again, we have some 2-man game action with the picks. Wade pops out, gets the ball, hard change of direction there to his offhand for a shot. Goal. The announcers were talking all day about how his father was a 4-time All-American at North Carolina when he played back in the day. So there's lacrosse genes in the family. So now it's 8-7 with about a minute left, and let's fast forward to about 10 seconds left in the first half and see what happens. So here we have Nate Cabreri from Georgetown Prep. He's a freshman as well, one of the top recruits in the country. We played them last year at Gonzaga as well. Boom, goal. Well, let's look at it from this angle here. He stays out of the crease. He's having a big game. I think he just said he had 17 goals so far this year. Out of the crease, ties the game up. Game of runs. Okay, so to open the second half, Princeton stays hot. They score another 4 goals. Let's take a look. So here we have Chad Palumbo again, dodging. And we're going to see he keeps a stick in his hand. Like, look at how long he keeps the stick in his hand to his right. And then at the last minute, when he has a little bit of an angle, he switches it back to his left for a better angle, shooting angle for a goal. Boom. 9-8. Princeton. So right after Chad's goal, we have the following face-off. So, all right, so we're 2.5 minutes into the second half here, and let's take a look. We're going to see Chad again get a shot and goal with some great ball movement there. Boom, boom. Like, let's just take a look at this ball movement. So we're testing the shorties here offensively on the wing. Transferring the ball across the field and then transferring it right back for that open stick. Catch, shoot, goal. All right, I talked about Sean Cameron before, and we got to take a look at this goal because it was one of the highlights that I showed you earlier, but we need to dive into it a little bit. So just look at this move. I mean, this shot is so good. It's good. I mean, not horrible defense. Bringing it back, no angle, and just ripping it. I mean, for all you kids out there looking to become better shooters, you got to be practicing your shooting at all times, at all angles, on the run, shooting in space, shooting on the crease. It's just shots like that go in after hours and hours of practice. Here, we'll take another look at it. Nice in slow motion. Look at that. Boom. No chance for the goalie. So that was Princeton's 10-goal run. It is now 12-8 Princeton. Let's see what happens. So on the Inside Lacrosse podcast, they were talking about how big of struggles Princeton had with the clear in the second half, and it directly led to goals, including this one, which I'm going to show you right now. So here we can see it. Little turnover there for Cornell. Princeton gets it, and this is where it all starts to unravel. Actually, right there, number 17, that's Michael Bath. He played at Gonzaga. He's had a big-time year. He had 4 caused turnovers in this game. But there, just a simple pass. I mean, just a simple pass. And you can see how failed goals lead to momentum for the other team. Cornell gets the ball back, and they capitalize with a goal by C.J. Christ. Boom. And you give that guy space. He's an All-American. You give that guy that kind of space and a second opportunity, he's going to score. So right there, Cornell stopped the bleeding, got it back to 3, 12-9. And as I've been pointing out, all these offenses start with some sort of a two-man game. So here he's going to pretend like he's going to use the pick, but he's not. He's going to dodge off it, pass it, get the ball across field. Good ball movement, good catch right there. You can see this ball is at his feet. He catches it, handles it, moves it back and around. Princeton's defense is rotating. Catch, shot, finish. Good offense. 12-10. Princeton. So here we're going to point out Ryan Goldstein for his big collegiate debut with a goal, getting underneath and getting into the cage. So it's just dodging. Look at that change of direction. I mean, this change of direction, the Princeton guy falls down. I mean, they were talking about how Goldstein reminds, the announcers were of Sowers from Princeton from a couple years ago, and how this guy's feet are just so good in his change of direction. He was hurt, like I said earlier in the season, so this is his first college game, and he had 5 points. We'll take another look at it from this angle. Boom, falls over, catch, finish, goal. All right, I want to point out some more of those Princeton failed clears and what they result in. Goals for Cornell. So here we go. Princeton makes a great save. Boom. Let's just clear the ball. See what happens here. So here we go. Cornell's being tenacious on that ride, and we need to find an outlet. We can't just keep on cradling the ball into space against a long pole, and we're going to see Cornell's going to come back up with the ball. So this is that same possession, and just shortly thereafter, Princeton gets the ball up, and they're trying to clear it again. And here the rider is just trying to cradle it through. 4 different Cornell guys. They lose the ball. Probably could have been called for a push there because he was out of his stick and he pushed him, but sometimes they just don't call it. And there they have it. Cornell gets the ball. I'm sure the Princeton coach is going crazy about that push, but what it results in is a goal. So clearing the ball is vital. So I just want to point out Michael Bath here getting the poke check. He was one of the best takeaway defenders I've ever coached in high school lacrosse. Let's take a look. So we can see he gets that check, ball goes out, but Cornell stays with it. And just afterwards, I mean, just look at how active Michael is with the stick checks. He's all over him, just checking. Boom. All over his hands. But Goldstein gets it back, and now they have the matchup they want. So before, Michael was guarding him, but now Goldstein is going against a short stick, and we'll see what happens. Just look at his footwork. Everybody's kind of clearing out, giving him space. Boom. Change of direction. Goal. Boom. Here's another angle at it. Change of direction, top side, free hands, goal. So this game was unbelievable. That was Cornell's 4-goal run, and now it's 12-12. So here, the fourth quarter is about 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and Tucker Wade's going to get on the board again. So there we can see him, number 19, just getting, I mean, he's going right, left all day. It's kind of hard to tell which hand you should force him to because it can go both ways. And there he's got a goal. 13-12, Princeton. Take a look at this split dodge. All you players out there, work on that split dodge, especially you offensive players. Go both sides, work both hands, be able to shoot it righty and lefty. So here we're going to see Sean Cameron again. Unassisted. He's got a hat trick. 3rd goal of the game. Boom. So now it's 14-12 Princeton, and that's going to be the final goal that Princeton scores of the game because Cornell is going to rattle off 3 more, and we're going to take a look. And there's confusion there. Like a lot of times what needs to happen here is like they're obviously worried about offsides here, but this guy cannot be here. He either needs to clear out or clear out that way. So he's worried about offsides, but somebody over on the far end needs to be worried about onside responsibilities, and because of that, it leads to a turnover. And then bink, bink. Cornell picks the ball up, and they capitalize. Goal. 14-13, Princeton. So here we go. Princeton got to the end line first, so it's their ball. They're looking to clear the ball. They've already failed clear the ball multiple times. Cornell's riding. They get this body check right there. Boom. Cornell gets it back yet again. A common theme there in the second half. And then eventually we have a goal by none other than Ryan Goldstein, his first college game. Boom, finish. 14-14, failed clear. Always happens in lacrosse. And I led with a goal by Dooley because this game was just awesome. So what happens is we're coming out of a timeout with less than 30 seconds left. It's Princeton's ball, and the Cornell comes out in a zone. They hadn't played that all day, and it caused a little bit of confusion for Princeton. We'll take a look. So here we go. Cornell's in a zone defense here. They're trying to get organized, find something. 19 seconds left. Clock's ticking down. They're going to end up turning the ball over with a poor pass and a great ground ball. So there, boom, trying to get to the inside, but he can't. A lot of the Princeton offense tries to get to the middle of the field. The announcers were talking about that. All right, there we have number 50 kind of hedging over here, causing the bad pass to be thrown right about there. And then now the ball's on the ground, and Cornell does a great job of pouncing on it. Great ground ball by 6, and now we're up and out. And look at this long pole just running the field. Look at Dooley run the field. He's a sophomore. Boom, catch, biggest goal of his career. No question about it. So the Cornell-Princeton game in 2024 was a game of runs. It's probably one of the best games we're going to see all year. So I'm Coach Miller with BTB Lax. Like I said, if you want to check out that training, just click the link in the description of this video. Talk to you in another video.